Good morning, y'all. Team DVE, plug gang up in this thing. Salute to the real. Yeah, B-Dub, he was up. Just the one for B-Dub. You know, I don't say this too often, but I gotta shout out Rob Parker. I gotta shout out Shay Sharp. As critical as I've been on both these dudes at times, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them dudes just because I'm not big on somebody. I'm just going to ignore when somebody actually say something real. Not because I happen to agree with it, but you know, overall, I don't have nothing against Shay Sharp. I just don't like the caping that goes on and the knee groveling and shit and whatever. And as far as Rob Parker, well, we already know what it is with that. But and Rob Parker, for the most part, he be speaking when it come to injustices as far as black people in certain situations and certain instances. He keeps it real to a degree. I just don't like his take on certain shit or certain people. But having said that, Shay Sharp and Kendrick Perkins, I got to throw him in there too. I've been taking shots at Kendrick lately. You know what I'm saying? I got to give Kendrick Perkins props as well. Because all Shay Sharp, Kendrick, and Rob Parker, they all said what I've been pretty much trying to say for a minute. You know what I'm saying? As far as, it's funny how we always acknowledge how people got that dog in them. People ruthless. People do anything to win at all costs. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas was of that same mindset. And y'all pretty much just penalized him for, y'all hated him for it. That's just all it is to it. Y'all penalized that man for it. I don't care what you say. No disrespect to the, you know, to nobody, but that's just what it is in a nutshell. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can talk about Isaiah was a snake. He wasn't shit as a person. Ain't nobody jacking all that. So what? Jordan wasn't shit either at times, as we see. You know what I'm saying? Now, Magic might be the most squeaky clean out of everybody, but he ain't no saint either. But still, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit up here and I'm not going to act like Zeke never alienated or offended nobody or did nothing. Because I was one of the people that got at Zeke for when Magic contracted HIV, when he went around like a gossip girl instead of just hollering at Matt. That's what the gripe is with him and Magic. Period. You know what I'm saying? So as we all know, Michael Jordan audio got leaked. Now Jordan swear up and down he never mentioned Isaiah. Wasn't talking about Isaiah. Then that shit come out, which we already knew because at the time it wasn't just Mike. Scotty said it too. That's one of the things Zeke was mad about because Pip wasn't Pip yet. You know what I'm saying? He understood Mike. He understood Magic. He understood Bird. Bird didn't say shit. So it wasn't on Larry Bird to go and bat for Isaiah or nothing. But at the same time, Bird didn't say nothing. He stayed silent. And old Drupo lip ass David Robinson, bitch, you ain't even say nothing on the Scheme Team documentary. Now you want to come out the woodworks with some shit. Team chemistry. Man, any team that they would have threw together at that time would have beat them motherfuckers. Would have beat Angola and Lithuania and shit. Those guys were stiffs. They ain't even belong out there. Are you kidding me? Team chemistry. I ain't gonna rip John Stockton because John Stockton was a good player. And Skip Bayless, you talk about all these accolades and stuff. That came after. Stockton wasn't doing that at that point. Not yet. Because if you have a time machine, if you put John Stockton at 26, age 26, against Isaiah Thomas, age 31, Stockton to get his ass whooped. And y'all know it. Just like he did damn near every time they played. Not just them 2 times everybody like to talk about. Look it up. You say Chuck didn't want him. I don't buy that one fucking bit. What problem would Chuck Daly possibly have with Isaiah Thomas when he's a year removed after this dude bringing him back-to-back titles? And he was the catalyst. He was the finals MVP one of them years. Man, get up out of here. You're lying, Mike. I don't believe you. And Chuck ain't even here to validate shit. I don't even think Chuck would say that if he was here. You used him as a scapegoat. That's what I'm saying it. You did it. I'm not saying I think. You did it. Period. Now, does that take away from Mike's basketball acumen? Hell no. I'm just saying, y'all are hypocrites. And y'all keep talking about this handshake. Well, damn, why didn't y'all talk about this handshake when we beat the Celtics and they just walked off? Except for Kevin McHale. I didn't hear nothing about that then. And y'all keep talking about chemistry. Did Isaiah mess up the chemistry when y'all played in the All-Star games together? All them years leading up to that? He didn't rock no chemistry then. So don't give me that crap about chemistry and shit. And Skip Bayless, you a diabolical hypocrite. Like, get the hell out of here, bro. John Stockton is not even on Isaiah Thomas' planet. And Stockton know that. That's the crazy part. As much hatred, but I will give credit to Mike on one thing. As much hatred as he got for Isaiah, he did acknowledge the man's skill set. The man said he's the best point guard behind Magic Johnson, which we all know is true. Two-way guard. No, Skip. Isaiah's always been a point guard. You know what I'm saying? That's how he won at Indiana. That's how he eventually got us back-to-back titles. And he was a bad call away from getting 3. So, yeah. I'm not mad at Rob Parker when he blasts Michael Jordan and call him a punk. Because, Jordan, you is being a punk. You've been caught up in 3 lies. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about somebody ratting when you won, you told Sam Smith all the shit. So what else have you lied about? It's like Shay say. Seeing how you've been caught up in 2 lies, we get to question everything you said pretty much. Now, was it just Jordan? Probably not. I'm quite sure Magic had to say, we're going to say it was Magic, Jordan, and Pippen. Them the 3 that didn't want him on the damn team. David Robinson probably didn't have an opinion about it either way. And don't get it twisted. You know, shout out to Christopher Paul Mullen, one of my favorite players. One of the best 3-point shooters ever. So come on, y'all. Salute to Clyde the Glide. And Karl Malone, you ain't even had no issues with Zeke at that time. So I don't even know what the hell, unless the issue he was lighting John Stockton up every time y'all played, unless that was your issue. So all y'all want to run with this campaign talking about Isaiah was a snake and he wasn't shit. I mean, damn. For the most part, Isaiah, he stood on whatever. Stood on whatever he said, whatever he did. Everybody can't say that now, can they? It is what it is, though. It's your man, Mondo, great boy. Salute to Team DVE. Salute to my team, Detroit Pistons, as we look for a new GM. I got a couple names in mind, but let's be honest. They not going to even so much as Google the people. So why even bother? Whatever. It's your man, Mondo Ray Boy. Shout out to Everything King. Shout out to Detroit Drew. Noble Sports. Micro Mike. Luke G. J-Bo. Nobus J. Man Beast. Dante. CA3. Koala McRae. Shatty K. Salute to everybody, man. Plug gang, we in this thing. Salute to the real. We out.